Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey Ernie, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're back. If you're not, hope you're having safe travels. I know you're out of the states right now, taking care of veterans business. So be safe. That's Ernie Aguilar, our post commander for our Post 33, located here in Wilmington, California. Please continue to support our veterans. Okay, so here I am talking about Operation Hope. Operation Hope. Okay, so if you already saw the other broadcast, we were having mail call, and we already have people already donated items, monetary donations to the cause, so we really appreciate it. So please check out the last video, and on the last video, please comment. And of course, all videos that we do here for 880 Wilmington gets posted on YouTube. So in case you miss anything, any vital information, any information as far as links or things like that, we will be adding that as well. Okay, so my name is Tony. I'm one of the organizers here with 880 Wilmington. To give you guys a quick update on what's been happening and what items are needed and concerned. So I did get some feedback and some comments last night. A lot of night owls, so I totally appreciate you guys. And so there was a lot of questions and concerns about the sizes and of course the sex of the student, whether it be male or female. Okay, so let's get that started real quick. So first let me move all this out of the way. Hi Nancy, thank you for tuning in. Okay, so in regards to the sizes, especially now that it's already going to be spring, less than 9 days or 8 days, because March 20th is the day of spring. If you look at the beginning of the broadcast in the description, which we'll also add that to the YouTube, you'll see that I put an asterisk on items that we will consider put on hold for right now, like the jackets, the sweaters, rain boots, and things like that, because since the weather's already changed, even though we're supposed to be still getting a couple of more rain either in the late of March or April, based on weather and everything, looks like we're not going to get that much strength as far as rain coming in. So we put an asterisk on there letting them know it's an option. So once we put the sizes up for the kids and the sex of the student, whether it be male or female, and they ask for a jacket, more than likely it would be something like a windbreaker or a very thin slicker type of jacket, so that way they can wear it when it's only breezy or kind of cold, even though it's still kind of chilly. But we put an asterisk on there, so it's an option. So what we put on there as far as the umbrella, the jacket, sweaters, and the rain boots, so we put that as an asterisk. But all the other items, we still need those items, okay? The students need those items. So it's really, really important that we try to reach out and talk about it, because these are items that are not really readily available to talk about, because these are items that we kind of take for granted. But believe it or not, these students need them. So just to give you guys a quick recap. So we already have a donation from one individual, didn't have a name, donated $5. And then we had another one that was donated by the Castor family. That was another donation. So that was $5 for one, and then $3 on the one that didn't have a name on it. And we keep all this in our record, so that way it's all transparent on where it goes and who's taking care of it. And then we had this wonderful donation, a check for $50 to the school. Now, this is good that we talk about this subject, because we wanted to let everybody know and how everybody can feel comfortable in what we're doing and what we're all about. So, because we are a nonprofit, and of course we're a public company, corporation, let me get that right, corporation, that we don't make a profit. We don't take a salary or nothing. And matter of fact, right now I'm not working. I've been out of work for 7 months, and I've been doing this out of the kindness of my heart, getting things organized and getting things done, along with all the other jobs that I have to do. So looking for work and doing this is a very, very multitask consuming thing, but I love doing it because I know that the students need it. And it's really important because I was one of those kids when I was younger, and there were nothing even close to the availability of things that are going on right now in the community that I wish I had when I grew up in Southgate, and organizations like this, along with other ones, to help out. So anyway, to touch the subject about this, when you make a donation, I really mean, and we mean, that we want you to be comfortable in what you do and what you desire to help. So this check is written out to the school. It's not written out to us as a company. It's written out to the student body. So what that means is, which is totally great, thank you to the Muto family, is that this is going to go directly to the school, and then in turn, they will give that money to the social worker, so that way she can administer whatever the kids need. So that way now it's completely out of our hands, and we did our part, is getting people to help out and donate. And now we're going to give this tomorrow to the school, and then we're going to make sure that it goes, because they were kind enough to put down their Operation Hope. So that way, when we attach what this is all about, the administrator of the school can go ahead and either give cash or whatever, just for all the legal purposes of this was a nonprofit tax-deductible donation to the cause. So that is totally awesome. So that's why it's really important that whatever we say and whatever we do, we really mean it. So it doesn't necessarily have to go to us. It goes to the cause. We just administer what we have to do. So like, for instance, the donations that we do here and the donations that we took in the past, everything is on file, and we keep it on file in case somebody wants to have transparency or an audit. We will make sure and show everything that we say and do we bought with everything that got donated. So that's the reason why we go ahead and follow through with the Operation Adopt a Pilot. Well, actually, excuse me, let's go back further. The Thanksgiving, we did that. We cleared everything. We did the adoption for Adopt a Pilot and Operation Pilot. That's been all accounted for. So that's the reason why we started another one. So we'll keep copies of all this. We forward it over to the school. They will go ahead and administer it to the social worker, and then she can take it from there. So we did our part, and you guys did your part. So how awesome is that? Okay, so if you guys want to do that, you can. Okay, write a check to Banning High School student body, just like this lady did, the family did here, and put down there in the comments Operation Hope, and we will in turn give it to the school. So that way, it's not only that it's tax deductible, it's also called due diligence. So now they know it went to the school, and it's going to go from that hand to the administrator, to the social worker, to take care of the needs that we have on there. So how awesome is that? Okay, so now we got all the business and legality things out of it. What is all this? Okay, so we mentioned, like, for the items that we got so far, so we have $8, right? Okay, so with the $8 that we have, that's monetary donation that we've collected. Okay, so far monetary donation, we've collected $8 plus the $50 that's going to go to the school. So with the $8, we're going to actually try to help out to buy things that the kids would need. Okay, so this is just a sample of some of the stuff that we have on here. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. So these are items that you can purchase either, like, say, Dollar Tree, 99-cent store, Big Lots if they have them on sale, and also Food for Less. If you go to Food for Less, they have this really, really neat thing that you walk into the store. They have all these items that you can get for like 10 for 10, 5 for 5, 8 for 8, whatever. So pretty much it breaks down to either $1 or less, depending on the quantity you buy. These items I got from Dollar Tree. Okay, so this should give like a small example on what you can buy for $1. One George Washington. Nope, no one. $1. Okay, you can buy one of these items, and it literally helps out the students at Phoenix Banning High School. All right. Okay, so what can we get? They need deodorant. Okay? Look at it. It's a brand name. Anywhere else costs a little bit more than $1. This is only $1 at Dollar Tree. Okay? Toothpaste, $1. Okay? How cool is that? Feminine products, name brand, so we can make sure that it's proper, because everybody knows about the shock and all that stuff, so we have to make sure it's the right stuff. Name brand, $1. How many are in here? 3 for $1. Okay? And these are things that we take for granted, that, you know, it's there, but a lot of these students don't have this. And if I'm not corrected, I don't know if they even have these, like at the nurse's office when I went to school. I think the teachers take it upon themselves to have this ready for the female students. $3. $1. The name brand comes with 3. And not to be overexposed to the concept, but, you know, some, I know they have, you know, special needs, and some have, you know, different types of conditions, or, you know, the way they're built. This is for heavy flow. So look at $1, okay, that we take for granted. Tissue, 6 for $1. So can you imagine if the social worker had to give this to somebody because they have a runny nose, they have a cold, they're sad? You can get 6 of these for $1. Okay. These are kind of cool. These are kits, and they even meet TSA compliance in case you have to fly. But they come with a toothpaste, toothbrush, and a cap, so it keeps it clean and hygiene. $1. You can go to Dollar Tree right here on PCH for $1. Okay. Floss, and I apologize if the writing is all backwards, because I know the camera is the wrong way to broadcast. I tried it earlier and I had some problems with the broadcasting, so this is the reason why I'm doing it this way. So we'll get those items, you know, taken care of and fixed, so that way we can do a proper broadcast. But you guys get the gist of it, right? 2 for $1. So that if the social worker had to give somebody these items so they can brush their teeth, because some of the kids go to school, they have bad breath, or they just don't have the items at home. So the social worker can like break this up, give one, and if you wanted to buy a set, like the ones with the kits, which is the toothbrush cover, then the teacher or the social worker can give one of these to one of the covers, and then toothpaste. This is only $1. How cool is that? Either one of these, $1. And this one is with fluoride and fresh breath. So it helps the students out. They go to the restroom, brush their teeth, and they're taken care of. So, $1. $1. Different types of deodorant. I understand. I know everybody's going to tell me, you only got men's stuff on there. I'm sorry. I forgot to get the women's stuff, but I did get these women things. But they do have the women stuff, and we will purchase women's stuff. But they have women deodorant. And then we have also body wash. See, how cool is this for $1? Dollar Tree for $1. VO5, 3-in-1. So it has shampoo, conditioner, and body wash for $1. And some of the kids can't because they don't have it. Some of the kids lack hygiene because they don't have these items. So we're trying to help them out, and we try to keep everything, you know, humble as much as possible, and yet humility, so that way they don't have to feel, we're here to help. Petroleum jelly for chapped lips or elbows, dry spots, because they don't shower properly or enough, and they get that dryness, what have you, $1. Vitamin C, very important. Vitamin C, $1. A lot of the kids get sniffles, and plus all the things that were around the school, you know, things that are around the dirt and all that stuff, and things that are going in the air quality. Vitamin C for $1. Okay, you don't have to get these items if you're not comfortable. You can go to a regular store if you have the means to get it, you know, at Target or what have you. Like there's different brands, what have you. But we did our very best to make sure that everything that we got was either recognized or, they're safe to have. So this is the reason why I did this. And this was just for, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Less than $20. Oh, yeah. Toilet paper. How cool is this? $1. 4 for $1. So, and what we're trying to do is we take these items and then we're going to go get, well, we already have some. We're going to get some brown bags. So if the social worker is having a visit by a student and the student comes out and says, I don't have this, I don't have that, then what we do is, we give them a brown bag so that way it's private. They have humility. They can tell them, look, don't feel bad. Thank you for coming and letting us help. Of course, from the school's aspect. They tell us in turn they'll take whatever they have to put in a brown bag and they can take it home and they can take care of whatever needs that need to be addressed. So this is why it's very, very important to please share the items, the videos that we put on here, because this is very, very, very thought through on things that are needed and we take for granted. Okay. We're going to be doing another campaign probably in the summer that we are looking to do stuff for their first day back to school. So we're going to be doing like the pencils, the pens, the notebooks, all that good stuff, backpacks. Right now I'm doing a lot of grant writing to get things donated because I wanted to get outside our community's involvement to know what we're doing and what we're all about. So, of course, that all takes time and that all takes a process. Like one grant I'm doing right now through HCBF, which is the very sought-after administrator that does the grants. They're round 5, round 6 in donations, and they get a trust set up for over $500,000. And for the ones who are participating in that, we are like shooting for as little as maybe a couple of $1,000s up to, depending on what the grant is written for, up to $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000 depending on the involvement. So whatever we can do and get is of course gratefully appreciated because we don't make any money. It's all based on everybody who helps out, donates what they have, their time, volunteering by giving information out, putting out flyers, word of mouth, getting on here, showing your support, commenting, and all that stuff. So it's really, really important that, the things that I do, we actually work really hard putting it together because we actually want to make a change and we want to make a difference in the community. So that's the reason why we're doing all that. Okay? So that's all the stuff. So make sure if you guys missed anything, watch the replay. So that way you guys can get the gist of everything, share the information out, so that way everybody gets involved. But I hope I answered everybody's questions. Sometimes I wonder, I don't get any questions when I'm on here because I'm pretty much doing my job, getting all the information out. So I hope I did that. But of course, anytime that you guys have a question or concern, please get on here. Either send me by Messenger, email, Snapchat, Instagram. What I miss out? Periscope, but we don't have an audience for Periscope, so we don't use Periscope. So anything like that, but just the few that got on here and the few that donated, that means a lot to me. Believe it or not. And I mean what I say as far as no matter how small a donation is, it's appreciative. There's one donation for $3. I can buy 3 things that somebody would not have. So let me move this over real quick. So these things that would actually cost a little bit more than $1 if you go to a regular store. Oh, thank you, Nancy. You're so kind, Mija. Thank you for that. That means a lot to me. Let me give you a little, where are we at here? Let me give you something really, really sweet. No, not that. That's not nice. That's not nice. Let me rewind that. That wasn't even any better. There we go. That's better. Okay. So for an example, the 3 things that that, you know, the $3. Look what I can get for $3. $3. Oops. 3 things that they didn't have before. Now they're gonna now the social worker can say, I'm sorry, mijo, what's going on? What is the problem? What can we address? Well, I need deodorant. Okay, here you go. I'm not feeling well. I need some vitamin C or whatever. Here you go. For the female, I'm sorry, I have, don't worry, here. Don't have to say more. Put it in a brown bag and give it to them so that way they still have humility and they feel good about themselves. They just need help. The parents either are in a car, single family, multifamily. They only have enough to get by just for gas to get to work for them. If it's living more than one roof, they have to pay their bills and things like that. So they're barely getting by. So you'd be surprised. See, $3. Okay, and then the other person who donated $5, body soap, shampoo. And I know this is a lot. Everybody's taking this in. There's a lot, but it's a very, very, very important issue. And deodorant. Let's say deodorant. Oh, I'm sorry. $5. Deodorant, toothpaste. Oops. Doesn't want to work. Toothpaste. Toothbrush. Look at that. $5. $5. Items that they didn't have before. Now someone's going to get one or all of this. How cool is that? So it's really important, okay? All right, so it gets very, very emotional, I'm telling you. It gets very emotional talking about these things because I know for a fact it's really hard, okay? I went through this when I was a child, okay? And we're talking about many moons ago, okay? And I mean many moons ago. Now that's something to laugh about. All right, so let's talk about this real quick so we can get off and you guys can go have your day and don't have to watch or listen to me anymore because I've taken enough of your time. Okay, so the other thing that we're talking about is hair treatment, okay? Now, this is an item, and we have one more coming in that's going to donate. These are lice hair treatments, okay? Very sensitive issue to talk about, okay? Because I know for a fact a lot of people... Hi, Desiree, welcome. It's a very sensitive issue because it's chemicals. We don't want to have to put things in people's hair, let alone children. And so... that's the reason why we don't just stick to this. That's why we have this. And there's other stuff out there too. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Anything you guys can do to let everybody know what's going on, as I mentioned throughout the broadcast. All the information is in the beginning of the broadcast. Catch the replay. If you missed it, you go to YouTube. We're all on social media. All the links, any kind of information, you'll find it here or on social media platforms or on the website. Okay? And also, if you want to do monetary donation, you can either drop it off at Maya, as these nice individuals done. Okay, catch the broadcast earlier so you can see what that was during mail time. Or you want to mail it. You can also do that. Catch that on the other broadcast. You can either mail it, or you can either do Gofundme or PayPal. Okay, so... I won't get tired talking about it. So I want everybody to feel comfortable in what we're doing and how different we are from everybody else, all the other organizations. So if you want to do a monetary donation, hello there. You do so much a good job in making these videos. Really? That made me feel good because you know what? My videos need some working, okay? I've had some issues, okay? This is not the best I normally do. I can do a little bit better, trust me. Okay, it's not that funny. But I really try. Okay, enough. How rude. Okay, so I really try to do something that's really different than what everybody else does. And I really try to interact with everybody. So that's the reason why I literally have a phone with me all the time. And I have this tablet. And so you guys can get a hold of me anytime that you guys have questions or concerns. Because just like me, I'm a night owl as well. And so you guys have a need or a desire, you guys come talk to me, I will answer back. I don't turn anybody away. So I appreciate that. That really means a lot. I'm trying to do a little bit better videos and things like that. But I want to get on here just to let you guys know that we are on all social media. And yes, I know it's backwards, and I'm working on that. So as soon as I will fix this, but just to show you guys, we're on all the platforms, okay? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope. We don't have an audience right now, but you guys can catch it if you want. Snapchat, YouTube, that's where all the videos that you guys see here. Google Plus, and also Gofundme, and of course PayPal, which I have to add to that. All right. So anyway, appreciate that. Thank you so much, Desiree. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so here we go talking about this. So we have a concern at the school that lice. Okay, and with the lice message, okay, they're not being sent home anymore. And I don't remember if you guys all went to school at one time or another. If there was a sign of even an egg or something, you were sent home. Well, because of budget, money, lack of someone able to take care of a young one, they don't send them home anymore for whatever reason. So they are at school with these things in their head. Okay? I don't know about anybody, but if I had that in my hair, I would be like very, very, very embarrassed, especially if it's been pointed out to me. So, this is a concern that's why we're addressing it. Okay, so these are items that you can get. You can buy your own item to donate. The boxes at Maya Restaurant at 401 North Avalon Boulevard. Okay, they have wonderful, wonderful food. They've been taking. They took over the building and made it look really, really nice. Chuy was the previous owner, and now there's Rudy and Ricardo, wonderful people who took the reins and being part of all of us, part of everything that we do since they took over. They're major sponsors and contributions to the Thanksgiving Feast for the Needy, Operation Powder Wheel and Adopt a Pilot, and now they're under Operation Hope. So they're very, very nice individuals, very, very de la Corazon people to help out, and that's why we have a box over there. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have this donations right now, and of course you guys would miss out on some good food. Okay, so now that I gave the proper plug. So you guys can either take something like this and get it, and what it is a treatment that has shampoo and conditioner in it. Oh no, not conditioner, just shampoo and a comb. Oh no, it is shampoo. They should fix that. Okay, it does say shampoo and conditioner in one. Okay, it does say that. Okay, shampoo. I know it's backwards. Shampoo and conditioner in one. Okay, and there's a comb. So this is a treatment that's been around for years, even when I was a kid. Okay, when this used to be in a glass bottle. It tells you all the step-by-steps of what they had to do, and even has a phone number to call if they have any concerns. Okay, but I understand it's a very sensitive issue. So if you don't want to be part of something like this and donate this, then you can do the comb, which of course this was the first thing that really came out before they did any of this stuff. And so there's two different combs they have to use. There's a process, and there's ways of doing it with just normal, clean, warm, soapy water. And then it gives you a step-by-step of what you have to do. And then the best part of all of this even has a magnifying glass. So that way they can really look at the hair, the follicle, the scalp to make sure they get everything. So this is another way you can contribute. You don't have to do the chemical if you don't want. And then, of course, I understand the expense. So you can do the generic brand. You can do Target. You can do Walgreens. You can do Walmart. You can do any of those items. The only thing that I will not suggest, and I will not donate to Forward or whatever, anything from Dollar Tree or 99-cent store when it comes to this stuff. Because a lot of those things, I know they're imported, and so a lot of those items are not properly tested. And I just don't want anybody to have any kind of injury or something bad. So those I will not accept generic on these kind of things. So if you get something like, say, this from Walmart or Walgreens or Target, okay, this is fine. CVS, same thing. See, CVS. That's fine. Okay, but anything past that, generic 99 cents at Dollar Tree, I will throw in the garbage, because I don't want to take a risk. These things have to go to some kind of testing and some rigorous, before they can put it on the shelves. And for some due diligence, they have to meet some kind of criteria. For an example, and I'm not trying to overemphasize this, but I'm just trying to make sure everybody's comfortable in doing this. When you see something like this called CVS quality, even Walmart has it in their brand, generic, what have you. And then when you have a company, say like this one, it's Bear. Those are reputable companies that they have to meet at least certain minimum criteria, and so that way it's safe for the consumer. So any other stuff, no, the generic stuff don't have that. So I won't take a chance on not something like that. Okay, so this one is $9.79 at CVS, and this one is $7.99, $8. So if you sit there and go with somebody half and half, you helped out. These two were bought by one individual to give them an option, either you use the chemical or the comb. But of course, they're not going to get both. So they get one or the other, and then we're going to give this to somebody else. So this will go to one student, and this will go to another student. So whatever anybody donates, that's how we're going to do it. It's not like we're going to break it up and do, treatments at the school. That's not going to happen. Okay, they take this home, they put it in the brown bag, go take it home, and the parents take care of this. Or if you feel comfortable donating this. If we get a whole bunch of these, we're going to go ahead and give these, okay? If we get a whole bunch of these, we're going to go give these, and whatever we get, then we'll go ahead and help out. So it's really, really important that we emphasize that, okay? So whatever you feel comfortable doing, whatever you feel like comfortable donating, whatever you feel like participating, you go ahead and, I'm not dictating. You do whatever you want to do, you feel comfortable. So if I find 15 of these at Maya tomorrow, next week, I'm grateful, and we're going to donate it to everybody that needs it. If you choose to have this or the generic brands, that's totally okay as well, okay? But they got to be new, okay? They cannot be used, all right? So it's really, really important. Everything has to be sealed, and we give it to them sealed, and that way we can make sure they have it. Thank you for the heart. I totally appreciate that. I know I'm taking guys a lot of your time, but I want to make sure that everything is covered, especially from the communication that I got last night, as far as the sizes and the sex of the student, male or female. So that's the reason why I promised to be on here. I was at meet and greet for Maya for a little bit over an hour, but actually went 2 hours because there was somebody else that we got to meet up. So unfortunately, I didn't see nobody, but that's totally okay. So maybe next time. So next time maybe I'll meet and greet. But there's a box over there, so go get something good to eat. And they have wonderful, wonderful specials. So go check out Rudy and Ricardo. And either drop a monetary donation or drop an item that's off the list. Now, mind you, you don't have to use the list as far as when it comes to the jacket, sweater, umbrella, or rainbow. Did I just say rainbow? I said rainbow. Okay. Rain boot. Or you can use the raincoat. Those are going to put to the side because the weather is beautiful and spring is coming on the 20th. And those items were there because we were supposed to be getting these weather predictions of rain. Didn't happen. So put those to the side, but all the other items that we need, like what we saw on the list and what we have already demonstrated today, including the underwear and undergarments, we're going to need those. So we already have 5. I'll get the sizes so that way you guys can help out if you want. So that way we can facilitate those needs for those students, okay? And also we need laundry cards. So laundry cards are either you can donate the laundry card, you give the money to the laundromat, which is located at PCH next to the Chase Bank in the Northgate parking lot. You can put the money there and you can put whatever denomination. The 2 that we had, each one had $10. So we gave that to 2 families so that way they can wash their clothes. A lot of the kids go to school with smelly clothes. I don't want to be the smelly kid. So yes, we have that need that we're addressing as well. So the parents need that, and what we're also going to be doing is the laundry soap and conditioner, things like that, like the Suave or no, that's hairspray, Downy, that kind of deal. So what we're going to do is eventually we're going to get bottles and we'll start putting them, we'll get bigger quantities, and if we get enough money, we'll put them in bottles and you'll see the process, and we'll give those out as well. So like if we get a big old thing of laundry soap and let's say even Podge or whatever, we're going to distribute it. and including, say, the fabric softener. That's the one I'm looking for. We're going to put all that together so that way it can go to the kid. So they have no excuse, no reason why they can't do step 1 without step 2. We give them a laundry card, and then we're also going to provide the soap and the fabric softener so that way they can do everything. Because they might have the laundry card and they can't do anything because they have no soap. Now, I don't know how many people understand, but some people really don't have ways to wash. And I've known a lot of people that unfortunately had to wash with dish soap. So, you know, that's really hard for a lot of these families that we walk and that we talk to and interact with. I mean, we saw firsthand multi-families living in a house, and there's kids literally only have one corner of the house, if they're lucky, to do their homework. And yet they have to worry about clothes, shampoo, and all this stuff. I'm trying. We're really trying. This is why we're going. The logistics part of all this puts a lot of thought into all that. It's easy to do something as far as we're going to get a bunch of food, and then whoever shows up, we're going to donate it. It's real simple and I get it. Everybody does a wonderful job. Don't get me wrong. We're not condemning anybody. Matter of fact, we come on here and help out as well. Like for Leela, who helps out with Harbor of Faith, and of course the other young ladies, Gina and everybody else with the Laundry Love. But what about the ones that don't come? And unfortunately, the ones that we're talking about are the kids. And I was one of those kids. And so it was really, really hard to sit here and like want to get up and go to school because you're the smelly kid, or you don't have clean clothes, or you don't have the undergarments or other stuff. And we're also trying to work out right now. I'm working with a barber right now to do haircuts for the ones that we're trying to transform. So the ones who are like saying they're doing good in school, but yet they lack all this other things and they could do so much better, even the ones that are trying, but their self-esteem is not there. So we do all this, and then we're going to go take them over there and get them donated a haircut. So, but of course, this all takes logistics, and we have to work out the details on all this. So it's really, really a time-consuming process that we're really putting a lot of thought in, not just saying here, you know. So we're really going out. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I don't want to take any more of your time. It is Sunday. Enjoy your spring forward, because now you lost an hour. So technically it should have been 2 o'clock, and now we're at 3. So there you go. All right, so here we are in Wilmington. We're trying to fill the hearts of the harbor. And so with one individual, one student at a time. And so we did a lot for the Thanksgiving and the Christmas. So now we're doing this specifically for the students. Okay, so it's really, really important that we all try to help out. If you guys can donate $1, as I always say, if you know, we'll take the money that jingles, but we also like the ones that fold. So we take anything. So you want to give me 500 pennies, I'll count 500 pennies in a roll and I'll donate it so that way we can get things for the students. Okay? So that being said, I think I covered a lot. I will continue to be on here as much as possible. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please let me know. Let anybody know. Let me know. Ms. Rodriguez know. We're here to help out the community. And like I said, we're trying to do bigger and better things. We also have something coming up for the veterans that we're working on. As you might have known, we were working on something since Christmas, and we're working out the last part of the details to actually get that launched. So it's just a matter of time, space, and once that's done, then we're going to go ahead and go forward with that. Hey, Joshua, thank you for tuning in on this Sunday. Support that gentleman right there. Joshua, he's a man of many talents and trades. He's also gives so much from his heart to the community, especially when it comes to the respect and the dignity of the flag and everything that they do for the hall. And so please follow Joshua. I really like watching a lot of his videos and scopes. And he's a wonderful individual. So please follow Joshua. Especially you can watch his, go look at his page, and you'll see how much he's changed since he started working there. He's actually grown up. So that's and I don't even know the guy, but I think he's just a wonderful individual. So that's how we do things. Okay, that being said, I am done. Okay, so catch the replays, catch YouTube, so you can follow us. Please provide comments. Let everybody know what we're doing and what we're all about. The website's completely updated, so anything that needs to be added, we'll be adding as we go along. Again, thank you so much for your time, and appreciate you supporting the cause. And until the next time, have a good afternoon.